everybody, my name is jman. Welcome to Storytime with jman. And this story is all about the darkest place I've ever been. Everybody has a dark place to go to every time they're depressed, every time they're upset. But this is the darkest place I ever been to. People actually went to that dark place and did something about it, and I couldn't do anything. But it started and sorry, I'm running the camera a little bit. It started when my grandfather passed. He passed away in 2018 summer, and in that time we moved to my grandpa's and my grandma's place in a little town called Brownfield. And we moved to their house, but my grandma moved to a bigger place. And I was so depressed at my grandpa that passed away, because everyone goes to that darkness, that place. When someone passed away and you go to that place, you just wish he was back. You wish he was here beside you. You wish that you should tell him more than you should. But it started there. But in that house, but before I moved to Brownfield, there was a little house in the middle of nowhere we lived. And people said it was haunted. And I believed it. I so believed it that I've been seeing ghosts around that house. Apparently that ghost followed me. He's been following me forever. And it gets to the point now that him made me so dark inside me. So when we moved to this place, the house I'm in, I'm one Brownfield, this place I'm in now, he followed me. So in this place, for some reason my head, I couldn't get out, and then I was like going in and out of depression, back and forth, but because my head couldn't decide what place to go in till that day. My dad, okay, so I was depressed one day, and my dad was a drinker, I guess that's what you call him, but he came back one day, so drunk that my parents was fighting that day. They were so fighting when I was sitting there. I was so mad at him that I wanted to fight him. But something inside me was building up. That ball of darkness just building. But something else was building inside me when that ball of darkness was building. One side of me was saying, fight him. You know what he's doing to your mom. You should stop it. But on the other side of me, was saying, don't fight him. He's your father, and you shouldn't fight him because he did a lot of stuff for me in the past. But on the other side, on my other side, kept saying, fight him. What he did in the past, you should fight him. Whatever he did in the past, you should. But I was going to back and forth that I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop my parents fighting. So I just sat there, angry, and building that. It was building. I wish I was animating this because it would be a lot better, but I don't have the right stuff for animating, so I couldn't do it. So if you want to help me with that, leave in the description. My stuff will be in the description, I hope. But anyways, it was just building and building. That I just sat there, stare at them until they stopped fighting. And then it was just gone. And both of those sides were just gone that day. Then a few weeks later, I got more depressed, and thought to myself, who am I? Why am I here? Why do I exist? Why no one cares about me? I was in that dark hole. That I was on the edge. I was between the edge and darkness. I was more on the edge. But you shouldn't never go beyond that edge, because what's over beyond that edge, something dangerous. And I always went there until someone or something went leap into that darkness, found me, and brought me back to reality. In that reality, this person told me, or this thing told me, you are something that you are. Or something, you are something that you, I forgot what it was, but you're something you can just put it in that blank. And I was like, yeah, that's, and I agreed on that. And I said, yeah, I could put something in that blank. I am whatever. And to this day, I could never found that. To this day, I'm still finding that. Whatever I can put in that blank, but in that blank, I could never find it. Like I told you, I could never found it. But, and I was thinking back into that spot in the darkness, who brought me out of that darkness. Between when someone brought me out that darkness, between that and what I'm looking for now, that's who I am, is, and I was thinking to myself, I said, when that person brought me back, and I said, I know who I am. I'm me. I am an autistic kid with short-term memory loss that has 3 friends, who has a life. Well, yeah. Who has a life for video games, who love Pokemon, who loves Dragon Ball. That something I could never figure out myself, who brought me back to reality. I couldn't figure that out. Not yet, anyways, but yeah. But tell me in my Facebook page, your darkest place you ever went to. Mine was the almost between darkness and the edge, whatever that between that is. So almost going to the edge, because if you go to the edge, never go beyond that edge. Because beyond that edge is suicide and stuff like that. But yeah, you tell me what's your darkest place you've ever been to. Leave in the description up. Leave it in the comments below, because I don't really know. But yeah, that's my darkest place so far. I never told myself. I told myself I would never go back to that. I would never go back to that spot again. My dream was always be happy and just live my life. But it was so hard. But back to that story. But it was so hard because my parents are like that. My parents are just full of darkness and full of anxiety that I couldn't even be mad, because I've been mad all my life that I got sick of it, and I want to be happy. I wanted my family to be happy too. You know. So that's my darkest place I've ever been to. So leave your darkest place you ever went to when you were depressed or sad. So leave in the description, leave in the comments. See you guys later. Peace.